That Red Rocket Photography is the official photographer of Flagler Athletics, and you can purchase photos online or selected games at the FlaglerSportsPhotos.com. That's FlaglerSportsPhotos.com. Red Rocket Photography, the official photographer of Flagler Athletics. Got to pay the bills. We appreciate our sponsors. We're about to get back underway. Halftime score 40-33. Young Harris will start things off. They're on offense. They're in purple. Your Saints are in Flagler gold. New uniforms this year. Pretty sharp looking. Got some halftime stats. Points off turnovers. Young Harris 13. Flagler 0. That's the big number that jumps off the page there. And the other one that jumps off the page is 18 first half points by C.J. Wilson. Kessler Bell couldn't get that shot to fall. Quickly back the other day as Altidore loses a handle on the ball, and we got a jump ball. Okay, well, Flagler will get the ball back on the possession arrow. Hamilton and Altidore kind of juggling the ball around a little bit. I guess both of them had a hand on it long enough to be called a jump ball. Second half action, 40-33, halftime score. That's where we stand right now with 19 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in the game. Another turnover as C.J. Wilson gets the ball going the other way. And a running, driving, left-handed layup by Isaiah Johnson. First 2 points of the second half. It goes to Young Harris at 42-33. At the other end, Kessler Bell gets one to go. Kessler has 7. 42-35 the score as somebody went sliding on their pants there. That was Isaiah Johnson. Ball went out of bounds off a Flagler player. They're going to call a foul on number 24. Yes, they are. Keyshawn picks up his second. Keyshawn transferred to Flagler from Oklahoma. The University of Oklahoma. Platka guy, though, lived close by. Platka crossed the St. John's River. Go across the Shands Bridge, you run right into Palatka. Nice little town. Johnson gets the ball, Hamilton gets the ball on the rebound on the missed shot. Oxendine goes to the rack and puts it in the basket. 42-35. That one goes. It's going to be a foul on Oxendine. We're going to have an and one here as C.J. Wilson will go to the line. He has 20 points in this game. Came in averaging almost 22, or excuse me, a little over 22, 22.3, and he hits that one. He now has 21. He's also an 80% free throw shooter. A real offensive threat, C.J. Wilson for Young Harris. Oxendine pulls up from the left elbow. No good. That was Manigo, not Oxendine. Manigo pulled up. Couldn't get it to go. That ball was lost on the way by Altidore. A couple of players on the floor there momentarily. Oxendine gets that one to go. He should get the bonus. And he does. Foul charge to C.J. Wilson. Terrell, an 83% free throw shooter, and he hit, it was in. I swear it was in. I called it too soon, and it bounces out. 17-49, 45-39. Young Harris with the lead. That whistle occurred on the floor. Manigo called for the foul. Anago picks up the foul, his second, fourth team foul here in the second half. A three-point shot, and that one is buried from outside by Isaiah Johnson. Senior guard from Brooklyn, New York, drops the three. 48-39, Young Harris. Hamilton backs in. Pull up by Oxendine, can't get there. Bell jumping. Okay, we're gonna be Saints ball here as Bell. I don't know if that was out the door or it was Lawrence. One of them tipped it out as they were standing out of bounds. Diaz with the ball behind the back to the right hand, puts it up with the left hand. The floater doesn't go. Rebound Hamilton. Knocked out of bounds by a Young Harris player. Out the door, I think, as Kevin was in there contesting the shot of Keyshawn Hamilton. 17 minutes left in the ball game at 48-39. Keyshawn gets the ball, puts the shoulder down, puts the ball in the basket. Keyshawn Hamilton with two. He has 7. 48-41. Diaz just grabbed that ball away from a driving Purdy Lawrence. He's on the floor at the other end. But he will go to the line. As Isaiah Johnson was called for the foul. Diaz, free throw, no good. Dennis was 4 for 4 from the line before that shot. A very good free throw shooter at just about 86%. He hits that one. So Dennis now with 7 points, and the lead cut to 6. 48-42, Young Harris. Ooh, a driving layup. Got a few hops there, buddy. C.J. Wilson got up in the air and put it in the basket. He has... Well, they didn't put it up there. Okay, now they got it. 21. I believe he has 23. But anyway, at the other end, Hamilton with the right hand gets the layup from underneath the basket, and it's a 6-point ball game again, 50-44. A blocking foul on, who is it? It's on the ground. Purdy Lawrence, senior guard from Atlanta, picks up the blocking foul. No, they're calling that on Kessler Bell. So Bell gets the foul charge. He has 7 points now, 1 personal. We have a timeout on the court with 15:48. It's Young Harris 52 and Flagler 44. Are you a hot shot? Why don't you come to the Hot Shot Deli? Eat a chocolate-dipped daddle pepper and make it to their wall of flame. See if you can eat the most at one time. I don't know how many that would be. Those things are really hot. Hot Shot Bakery and Cafe is open for breakfast and lunch. I've been there. It's really good. You owe it to yourself to stop in and try them out. Check them out. They're located at 8 Granada Street, which is just 2 shops down here from the Flagler Gymnasium. They have freshly baked goods and coffee. They have all kinds of sandwiches for lunch. Like I said, it's a great place to eat. You need to go by there. They also do catering and custom wedding and all occasion cakes. That's the Hot Shot Bakery. Stop by and see the folks. They are a proud supporter of Flagler Athletics. .15:48 left to play in this ball game. 52-44, the score as the Saints trail. Hurdy Lawrence at the line, senior guard. It is 53-44. Diaz pulls up, right elbow. Oxendine called for the foul away from the play. Diaz's shot was no good, wouldn't have counted anyway because the whistle blew just before he let it go. 16 foul on the Saints. 15 minutes, 26 seconds left in the second half. Saints are shooting 39%. Excuse me, 38% now. And the Mountain Lions are shooting 45%. That ball got it inside to Altidore, and he just puts it up with the left hand. Altidore, 10 points. 55-44 is the score. Hamilton got that shot blocked by Altidore. This time, and now he got the ball stripped. Now he got it back and got whistle blown as he went to put it in. The shot didn't go, but Altidore picks up the foul. That will send Keyshawn to the line. This will be Keyshawn's first free throws of the game. Hamilton's shooting at about 69%. Gets the first one. He has 10 points in the ball game. And make that 11. Excuse me, 55-46. Young Harris continues to lead in this ball game. We're under 15 minutes left. Altidore thought about it. Now he gets to the right elbow. Can't get the shot though. Gets it back out to Waterhouse, who checked in at the buzzer. Sam Mike also checked in. That ball goes out of bounds. And they're calling a foul somewhere along the line there as the ball was going out of bounds. They're calling a foul on Austin Howard, who had checked in at the buzzer. Matt Clark has also checked in. C.J. Wilson hits the first free throw. He has 24. And make that 25. Wilson is 10 for 13, 4 for 5 from beyond the arc, and he is perfect at the free throw line, 3 for 3, having a terrific offensive performance. But he did come in as the leading scorer for Young Harris, over 22 points a game. Turnover at the other end and a turnover at this end. So the Saints will have possession here. Said the ball was sweaty. Slippery, I guess. Wet, slippery, sweaty. He said sweaty. I heard him. 14 minutes left here in the ball game. 57-46. Saints trail. They have the ball in their gold uniforms. Kessler Bell puts up a two-pointer, no good. Hamilton went up to drop it back in, but it dropped on its own. 57-48, Saints trail. Yes, he did. Took 3 steps before he put the ball in the ground. He did travel. That's what I meant by yes, he did. Sam Mike, guilty of the travel, turns the ball over to the Saints. So Matt Clark will bring it to the timeline. Matt is Coach Clark's son. Most Flagler fans are aware of that. A foul called on Kevin Altidore. That is his third. He has 10 points in the game, but he also has 3 fouls. Isaiah Johnson's checked back in for the Mountain Lions. Clark drives, lays it up with the right hand. It rolls around and drops in the basket. Matt has 7. 3 shy of his season average. And a little slippage. Isaiah Johnson went down, so did Lydell Manigo. They're going to have to get a towel out there on that one, I think. $57-50. Twelve minutes and 44 seconds left to play in this ball game. Dennis Diaz checks back in. Johnson's first free throw, no good. Altidore got a hand on. He was trying to bat it out. He wasn't trying to get the rebound. Gibson was going for the rebound. He touched it last. It went out of bounds. Waterhouse will put it back in play. Clark got a hand on it, but Altidore secured the ball for Young Harris. Isaiah Johnson trying to drive, picks it back up, gives it to the outside, and a 3-point shot by Walker, no good. Diaz back the other way for the Saints. Little floater by Diaz. The shot doesn't go, but he was fouled by Isaiah Johnson. Johnson's 4th personal foul. That is the 5th team foul. The Saints are playing with 8 team fouls. Eight points now for Dennis as the first free throw drops. And he hits the second one, 2 for 2 that time at the charity stripe for the senior guard from Deltona. It's his birthday today. Looks like his entire, or at least a whole big part of his family is over there in the stands cheering for him, mom and dad, and I would think maybe cousins, aunts, uncles. I'm not sure about brothers and sisters, maybe even grandma. Waterhouse with a 3-pointer, no good. Bell comes down with the rebound. Clark tries to get it ahead to Manigo. Can't secure it as it goes out of bounds. Whistle blows, timeout on the court. 11 minutes and 51 seconds left to play. 57-52, Young Harris has the lead. Head down to Applebee's to catch every football game on all of our TVs in a newly remodeled Applebee's restaurant. Drink and food specials during every professional game. And don't forget, Applebee's has half-price appetizers every day, 10 p.m. to close. Applebee's is your place to be after all the action. Open until midnight or later every day of the week. Applebee's, it's a whole new neighborhood. They have a new hamburger. It has ground bacon in it and bacon on top of it. Bacon makes everything better. Well, let's see, stats. Points off turnovers, not so lopsided as the Saints have gotten 8 points now to 17 for Young Harris. Saints bench players have 10 points, Young Harris have 8. Saints are shooting 40%, Young Harris is shooting 46. C.J. Wilson leads all scorers. He has 25 points, raising his season average. Double figures for the Saints, Keyshawn Hamilton with 11. Kessler Bell and Dennis Diaz, 9 apiece. Diaz is 7 for 8 from the free throw line. In fact, free throws, Saints 10 for 12, and the Mountain Lions 4 for 9. 54% shooting in the second half for Young Harris, 58% shooting for your Saints, and it's a 5-point ball game with Young Harris in the lead. We are back underway, 11 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Waterhouse, three-pointer. He hits it. For Waterhouse, his first points of the game, a three-pointer from the right corner, 60-57. So we have a short timeout on the court, a 30-second timeout being called by the Flagler bench. 60-52 the score with 11 minutes and 5 seconds left to play. Flying to Philly is silly. Frontier Airlines now offers nonstop flights from Northeast Florida Regional Airport to Trenton, New Jersey. For easy access to Philadelphia and to New York City, NFRA, North Florida Regional Airport, provides a crowd-free and easy alternative to larger, less convenient airports. Fast, friendly, and close to home. Book your flights today at www.flyfrontier.com. If you can't fly Frontier, why don't you travel like the Saints do? Use Travel Links for your bus or shuttle needs and leave the driving to them. Travel Links is the official bus company of Flagler Athletics and a proud sponsor of your Saints. Well, it says right here on the old stat sheet that statistically this game is a lot closer than you would think. Saints are out rebounding the Mountain Lions 34-25. They trail by 8 points, but free throws they're ahead, three-pointers they're behind. Mostly because C.J. Wilson is 4 for 5 and Isaiah Johnson 2 for 4 from beyond the arc. Those three-pointers can add up in a hurry, as all basketball fans know. They sure has changed the game. I am personally not sure it changed it for the better, but then again, I'm old. Matt Clark starts things off for the Saints. And we got a little pushing and shoving under the basket away from the play, and Keyshawn Hamilton is called for the foul. Said had his arm extended instead of bent or the elbow, I don't know. Anyway, somehow or another, that was a foul under the basket. Keyshawn has 11 points in this game. Altidore thought about the three-pointer, didn't take it. Work it inside to Mike. He turns around, hits the jumper, and it's a 10-point lead for Young Harris. 62-52. 9 team fouls puts Young Harris in the bonus in this game. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to play as Saints put it in play underneath their own basket. Clark drives, puts it up with the right hand, and good. Matt Clark with 2 more. That gives him 9. Matt drives, gets it to Dennis. Diaz back to the corner. 3-pointer, off the rim, no good. Rebound. Manigo. Lydell puts it back in the basket. 62-56. We're under 10 minutes. Out the door, turns toward the basket. Hamilton and Gibson are there. A little fadeaway jumper by Mike, no good. Manigo gets a hand on it, gets it to Clark. Clark drives, spins, gets it to Diaz. A long 3-pointer, good. Dennis hits the 3-pointer right in front of his cheering family. One more step, he'd have been in the stands. He was a long way out when he let that one go. 62-59, coming up on the 9-minute mark. Outdoor can't get that one to go, but Mike gets the rebound and the putback. 64-59, Mountain Lions. Diaz steps back at the 2-pointer. Just grazed the front of the basket. Just barely nicked it. A running, driving, block shot is what that was. Hurdy Lawrence headed for the basket, jumped in the air, went for the layup. Manigo and Hamilton both slapped the ball out of bounds. And it went out of the stadium. It went out into the lobby. Okay, we got it back. And some kid picked it up, was running down the street with it. I made that up. 64-59. Saints need 5 to tie, 6 to take the lead. That is a 2-possession game. Whoop, it might be a 3-possession game now. 66-59. A floater by C.J. Wilson. Counts to his 27th point. He has well over a third of the points scored by Young Harris. And that one goes. So Diaz gets fouled in the act of shooting. He has 14 points. He will get the bonus. Dennis came in averaging 12.6 points per game. So he is over his average now. Drops that free throw right through the middle of the basket. Dennis, a very good free throw shooter, over 87% this season. 4-point ball game, 66-62. We have less than 8 minutes left in the game, however. And the drive and the right-handed layup by Johnson. Johnson with 10 points. Whistle blows underneath. Who was fouled and by whom? All right, we got 2 shots coming. I believe Hamilton will go to the line as he was fouled in the act of shooting by Sam Mike. Timeout on the court. 68-62, Flagler trails. Today's game is brought to you by the Hanvey Group with UBS Financial Services Incorporated, a subsidiary of UBS AG and a member of the FINRA SIPC. Those are financial things there. We will not rest. It isn't just the theme of the team. It encompasses the spirit in which we approach everything we do at UBS. It's our commitment to the client relationship It's understanding their goals, and it's leaving no stone unturned and no source untapped in our effort to help our clients achieve their financial goals. Please contact David Hanvey, Vice President of Wealth Management, at 904-280-6057. That's the Hanvey Group, with USB Financial Services, a proud sponsor of Flagler Athletics. Okay, the new stat sheet shows what I told you just before the just before the timeout. 68-62. Each team in the bonus now. 9 team fouls for the Saints and 7 team fouls for Young Harris. Keyshawn will go to the line, shooting 2. Keyshawn is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He has 11 points total. He also has 10 rebounds, so a double-double for the big guy from Palatka. And he hits the first free throw. Hits them both. He's 4 for 4 from the line. He has 13 points, and that is a 4-point ball game. 68-64. Saints trail. Johnson, they're going to call a foul on Clark. Why, they are calling a foul on Clark. Okay, then. Years ago, Bill Russell, the great Boston Celtic center/forward, said basketball is a contact game. Football is a collision game. A lot of contact out here. Sometimes it's a foul, sometimes it's not, and I honestly can't tell you which times are which. It's easy to see the one where they reach in and slap a guy on the arm, but the rest of them, it's moving fast, folks. And anybody tells you they see them all is not paying attention. At least even if they're trying to pay attention, they're probably not getting it right. 7 minutes, 11 seconds to play, 69-64. That ball was knocked away from Diaz as he was about to bring it up and shoot. C.J. Wilson just flips it at the basket. That one didn't go. He's surprised. But the rebound and the putback is good. Bjorn Walker picks up the 2-point basket. That's his first points of the game. Walker, one of the starters, finally gets on the board for the Mountain Lions. They end up with that long rebound. Johnson drives right through Matt Clark. Matt goes sliding right off the court, but the foul is on Johnson. And that will be it for Mr. Johnson as he is fouled out. (71-64), 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to play. And Isaiah Johnson leaves with 11 points. The senior guard from Brooklyn, New York, has fouled out. Keyshawn Bell, Terrell Oxendine, Kessler Bell, Keyshawn Hamilton. Mixed them up. Didn't mean to. Along with Lydell Manigo and Matt Clark on the court for the Saints as Terrell rolls it to the timeline. And another foul. Foul called on Sam Mike. That is his fourth. And that puts Keyshawn Hamilton at the line again. Keyshawn with 13 points. He is 5 for 5 from the free throw line tonight. Can't get that one to drop, however. 71-65. Young Harris leads this with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. Sam couldn't get that one to go. Manigo pulls up. Can't get that one to drop either, as Lawrence comes down with the rebound. C.J. Wilson, right hand turnaround off the glass and good. Wilson with 29 points. $73-65, 5:30 on the clock. Make that 73-67. 2 points for Lydell Manigo gives him 11. C.J. Wilson, a long three-pointer off the rim, no good. Timeout on the court with 5 minutes and 13 seconds left to play. Young Harris leads at 73-67. Florida Sports Medicine Institute specializes in the comprehensive management of athletic injuries and provides state-of-the-art treatment in a caring, sophisticated environment. Florida Sports Management Institute's specialist goal is to improve the identification, prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation of sports injuries for the recreational to the elite athlete. Dr. Todd Northrup is a board-certified fellowship-trained in sports medicine and arthroscopy. To find out more about the Florida Sports Medicine Institute, visit our website at floridasportsmedicineinstitute.com. So the buzzer sounds. There's 5 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. Waterhouse in the game is checked in for the Young Harris squad. Bjorn Walker back in. Also checking back in is Kevin Altidore. Three-point shot no good as make that Oxendine comes down with the ball. Oxendine and Manigo along with Bell and Clark and Hamilton in the game for the Saints. Lydell drives, puts it in the basket. Manigo now with 13 points, 73-69. We're back to a 4-point ball game. Waterhouse looking for the three-pointer, but Oxendine quickly over there to play some defense, and that was a travel. Bell closed quickly on Walker, and Walker traveled. Manigo with a little bit of trouble getting it out of the corner as they double teamed him, but able to get it to Ox, and he moves the ball around the circle. A three-point shot by Bell. That one hits nothing but net. And we got a one-point ball game, 73-72. Saints trail. 12 points for Kessler Bell. Came in averaging 5 points a game. He got the start tonight, second start of the season actually. And keeps hitting them like that, he'll get a lot more starts. I'm just guessing, but I think he will. Little pull-up jumper by Walker, no good. 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Oxendine to Bell. Hamilton got his hand up, wanted the ball. He gets it from Clark. He gets trapped to the baseline, gets it out to Clark. Clark looks, drives, gets it to Manigo, who cuts loose a three, no good. Bell dives in there to get the rebound, knocks it to Clark. What a hustle play by Bell. That's some defense, crawling around on his hands and knees, reaches up and slaps the ball free to his teammate. 2 minutes, 36 seconds left. Saints need one to tie and two to take the lead. Jarrell calls the play, gets a high screen from Hamilton, gets to the right side, pulls up from the right elbow, and scores. Saints have the lead. 74-73, 2:16 left to play. And we have a timeout on the court with the Saints leading 74-73 at the 2 minute and 14-second mark. Dr. Ross Osborne at the Center for Health and Sports Medicine is the Director of Sports Medicine for the Flagler Saints. At the Center for Health and Sports Medicine, we specialize in family and sports medicine. For patients of all ages, the Center for Health and Sports Medicine is unique, well-rounded way to maintain your health. To learn more, please call us at 904-240-0442. That's 240-0442. Or you can visit the website. That is Jack's Family Sports Med, J-A-X, Family Sports Med, all one word.com. We appreciate all of our sponsors. Pretty good ball game going on here tonight. It's 73-74. A little bit of foul trouble for Young Harris. And the Saints have taken advantage as they've had to mix their lineup a little more than they would have hoped. The Saints, however, are getting a great performance from a couple of players, especially Kessler Bell. He has 12. Lionel Manigo with 13. And Keyshawn Hamilton with 14. And Keyshawn is perfect from the foul line tonight. .214. That's what the clock says. Young Harris in purple, your Saints in gold. And the ball is inbounds, thrown into the backcourt. C.J. Wilson will bring it to the timeline. Drops it to Waterhouse. Gets inside. As soon as he got the ball, three guys headed for him. He gave it up. Wilson with the ball back. He drives, pulls up from the right elbow, floats one, no good. Hamilton can't get the rebound. He had control. He couldn't get control as the ball goes out of bounds. A quick inbound pass to Altidore, the one bounce pass. They're going to call a travel on Hamilton, I guess. So that is a turnover and a new shot clock for Young Harris. A three-point shot, and that one is good. It drops right through the bottom of the net. Purdy Lawrence puts the Mountain Lions back on top. He has 11, 76-74. A minute and 25 seconds left. Keyshawn hits the three-pointer. Keyshawn Hamilton, the big man from the corner, drops a bomb, and it's 77-76. Flagler. Another three-point shot from Walker, and that one hits nothing but net. This is bombs away from both sides, 79-77. Manigault to the rack, he gets it, and one. Lydell picks up the two. It's tied at 79, and Manigault will go to the line. Who picks up the foul? Foul on C.J. Wilson, his second. No good. Can't pick up the bonus, but we're still tied at 79, under a minute. And a timeout called by the Young Harris bench. 45 minutes and 9 seconds left to play in this ball game, and they're all knotted up at 79. Each team in the bonus with, in fact, the double bonus, with 10 fouls apiece. Once again, our sponsors very, very important to us. Hampton Inn and Suites, Sonny's Barbecue, Florida Sports Medicine Institute, Hot Shot Bakery and Cafe, Travel Links, the Center for Health and Sports Medicine, Adidas, they're the official outfitter of Flagler Athletics, Tony's Barbershop on MLK, the Refinery Athletic Club and Wellness Center, Applebee's, they got a bacon cheeseburger with bacon in it and bacon on it. 5-Star Pizza, they are bigger, better, and faster. That's 5-Star Pizza, located on South US 1, and the Hanby Group, UBS. David Hanby is CFP, Certified Financial Planner, and the North Florida Regional Airport. Fly Frontier, fly smart. And the clock starts as C.J. Wilson comes back to the timeline. He's looking, it's a two-possession clock at 22-20 now on the shot clock. Waterhouse, and then nobody wants to foul. Jack Johnson shoots, that was wild. Keyshawn Hamilton comes up with the ball. Pretty sure that was a shot, not a pass by C.J. Wilson. Shot clock is off. Timeout called with 9.9 seconds. Bo Clark calls the timeout. They want a full timeout. So this will be a minute plus timeout for the Saints. 79-79. The Saints trying to get the last shot. 9.9 seconds left. We never get any good ball games in this gym. You know what I think a good ball game is? It's a ball game where our team wins by 45 and you get to talk about the weather for the last 10 minutes. But as far as fans go, you don't get much better than 79-79 with 9.9 seconds left to play. Dennis Diaz said all he wanted for his birthday was a win. It'd be really cool if he hit the basket to win it. His entire family, well, I don't know about his entire family, but a whole bunch of the Diaz family sitting on the far side. Dad's standing in the corner. He's bobbing and weaving. I know he's nervous. I don't see Mom. I know she's there somewhere. She's probably real nervous, too. Yeah, there she is, clapping her hands and hollering. Right now she's covering her eyes. Yeah, she's nervous. We're all nervous. It's 79-79. 9.9 seconds. Saints have got to get the ball inside. In play, excuse me. So Oxendine has the ball. He drives to the right side. He gets it to Manigault. Pulls up, off the rim, no good. And we're going to have free basketball. Free basketball. We're tied at 79 at the end of regulation. We will have about a, 10-second to take a couple of breaths, and we'll get back underway with the overtime period, which is 5 minutes. So they'll do a little strategizing here on either side of the court. And we will resume play in 4 minutes and 50 seconds. 79-79, we're all tied at Flagler Gymnasium in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. All right, I've done all my stretching, stayed warm in the break there. We're going to have 5 minutes to go when we resume play. We'll have a jump ball at center court. Hamilton and out the door, step in, deja vu all over again. That's how we started this thing. We're tied at 79. That was a great throw. He threw it behind him. Hamilton secures that. If Oxendine, he can run it down. So Durrell will bring it back. Hamilton pulls up for three, too strong. Rebound, and a whistle blows. Probably going to be on Diaz because he was the only one there. Yep. Dennis picks up the foul, his second. He has 15 points today. It's his birthday. See what he can do in overtime to secure a win for the Saints. Because both teams are in the double bonus, there'll be free throws every time somebody fouls somebody. Out the door, misses the first free throw. Hits the second one. And it's a 1-point lead for the Mountain Lions of Young Harris. Young Harris from Young Harris, Georgia. Enrollment 1,120. Half the size, population-wise, of the Flagler Saints. Less than half the size. They're going to give him that? Well, he got the ball. I mean, he got the shot, and he got it to go. 19 points for Keyshawn Johnson. Keyshawn Johnson. It wasn't too bad wait this long to make that mistake. Keyshawn Hamilton has 19 points, and he will get a bonus shot. Been very good from the free throw line tonight. Hadn't hit them all, but he's hit a lot of them. And he hits that one. 82-80. Flagler leads it. Well, that was an air ball, but I believe Oxendine hit it last out of bounds. He did. Wilson will put it in play for the Young Harris squad. C.J. Wilson looking for a shot, nothing there. Now he's got it back. I guess he's always looking for a shot, really. Averaging 22.3 coming into tonight. He has 29 so far, and he drives to the basket and makes it 31. That little layup right there ties this game at 82. Diaz gets it to Oxendine. He cuts loose a three, and he hits it. 85-82. An open three for Wilson. Boy, he hadn't missed much tonight. He missed that one by a little. Missed as good as a mile, as I've heard it said. (85-82). Flagler with the ball. Oxendine beats the press. Hamilton looks for the shot, doesn't get it, puts the ball on the floor, and then he gets it. Keyshawn Hamilton just slides that one right over the rim. 87-82, 2 minutes, 55 seconds to play, and the Saints have the lead. I'm not getting updated stat sheets, so I really don't have anything to tell you, but if you're not enjoying this game, you're not paying attention. I'm with you. I hope you've been tuned in the whole time, because it's been a very good ball game. Tied up at 79 at the end of regulation. We are not quite halfway through the overtime period, and the Saints have a 5-point lead, 87-82. C.J. Wilson has been the force for Young Harris. He has 31 points. But all four players on the court right now for the Saints have double figures in scoring. Diaz and Manigo each have 15. Oxendine with 11, Bell with 12, and Keyshawn Hamilton with 22. Ball's on the floor. Wait a minute. Timeout called by Young Harris because Purdy Lawrence was laying on the floor trying to get rid of the ball and was about ready to get trapped. So rather than get trapped and give the ball up, somebody called timeout. Good for them. So they will have ball when play resumes. New shot clock at 35, but they trail by 5. 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Only one timeout left for the Mountain Lions, as the Saints have 2 timeouts left. As I mentioned, when these overtime started, both teams in the double bonus. So could be some free throws coming. Any foul on the court at any place will create a free throw opportunity. .34 on the shot clock. We're going to get a second off of it. Okay. Altidore pulls up from 8 feet. He gets it to go. They're going to call an and one and a foul on Hamilton. Altidore has 13. Now they're calling it on Diaz. Dennis with 3 fouls. Oxendine playing with 4 fouls. Hamilton playing with 3. That bounced around a bit, but it did fall. 2 points, the lead for the Saints at 87-85. Diaz to Bell in the corner. He steps back for the 3, and it was in, and then it was out. How could that not have been a foul or a charge or something? Both those players hit the floor sliding. And now that's a foul. That is interesting. The previous play, no whistle. And that reach in after the basket, which obviously the reach in didn't affect the basket, is called for a foul. Yeah, I don't ever understand everything I know about this game. We are tied at 87, I know that. 1:43 left to play in the overtime period. .29 on the clock. I don't know where else it would be. It's got to be on the clock. One-point lead for the Mountain Lions at 88-87. Oxendine with the right hand, ball tipped. Young Harris will have possession. Clark goes flying out of bounds trying to keep that ball in play. Unsuccessfully, however. Dennis Diaz called for the foul there. He's not thrilled with that. Asked the official what he did. The official made a reference to a forearm. C.J. Wilson at the line. He hits the first one. Two for two that time is the charity stripe, and a 3-point lead at 90-87 for Young Harris. We are under a minute in the overtime period, 48.7 seconds left to play. Flagler ball. Wow, their Flagler ball, 90-87. 40 seconds left. Foul called on Bjorn Walker, the sophomore forward from Alpharetta. Picks up his first foul as Keyshawn Hamilton goes to the line. Keyshawn having a good night at the free throw line as he hits that one. 2 for 2 that trip. So Keyshawn showing nice touch at the free throw line tonight. 89-90. Nicely done. That was a very nice offensive play set up by Young Harris on the inbound pass. As Altidore gets the point. Shot clock is off. 89-92. It's a three-pointer to tie it. Oxendine pulls up, and he hits it. We are tied at 92. Young Harris now will try to get the last shot. Believe me, nobody wants to foul. I wouldn't kid you. C.J. Wilson will drive. He will shoot, and he doesn't score. Foul. Altidore is fouled by somebody. Fouled by Jarrell Oxendine, and Oxendine will have fouled out. There is 1.1 second left to play. And going to the line to shoot two. Kevin Altidore. He has a chance to win this game for Young Harris. If he sinks either one of his free throws, that will leave 1.1 second left for Flagler to react, counter-react, counterattack, something. And a timeout called by Flagler. Coach Clark trying to draw up a play after the free throws if he makes them or if he doesn't make them. But 1.1 seconds. It'll be a Hail Mary. Not to mix my sports metaphors. That is a lot of work to accomplish in that short period of time. Altidore hits the first one. Yeah, we had a little misses the second free throw. And a timeout called. .6 of a second on the clock. Rather unusual gesture by Mr. Altidore after that first free throw. The official on the near side turned around and warned his coach about it. So they've adjusted the clock to read 0.8 of a second. Flagler will put the ball in play from, I don't think it's from the end. Maybe it is. Yep. They have 0.8 of a second to score from however many feet it is. Long way, that's how many feet. They need to get the ball in, and then they need to turn and shoot. Matt Clark's shot is no good from in the middle of the backcourt. So the ball falls short, and the Flagler Saints are 1 point short. 93-92, the final, in overtime here at the Flagler Gymnasium.